Good morning. Good morning to one and all. This is Venugopal Rao, lecturer in English. Today we are going to discuss the topic asking yes or no questions. Asking yes or no question. This comes under grammar part. The topic is yes or no question. Under grammar part for the first semester diploma, we were discussed voices, tenses. Now we are going to discuss about yes or no question. Okay. Objectives of this lesson are outcomes of this lesson. On completing this lesson you will be able to understand the word order in question and ask yes or no question. Understand the word order in question, ask yes or no question. Introduction. For this one introduction, I will read about the introduction about this lesson. A greater part of human communication consists of asking questions. A greater part of human communication consists of asking questions. Questions are used to elicit information. There are two types of questions in English. A greater part of human communication consists of asking questions. Questions are used to elicit information. There are two types of questions in English. The first one is yes or no questions. Second one is double-edged questions. Means yes or no questions means it's give very simple answer. Yes or no questions and double-edged question. Yes or no questions are which are answered either by a simple yes or no. Either by yes or no. That's it. Simple answer. Yes or no. But mastering these two types of questions will be a great help of you. Many people make mistakes while framing questions in English due to the influence of their mother tongue. Yes, exactly. Or their inability in mastering the word order in questions. There are two types of questions in English: yes or no questions and double-edged questions. In their simplest form can either be opened or closed. Once again I am repeating the introduction. A greater part of human communication consists of asking questions. Questions are used to elicit information. There are two types of questions in English: yes or no questions and double-edged questions. Yes or no questions which answered either by a simple yes or no. Mastering these two types of questions will be a greater help of you. Many people make mistakes while framing questions in English due to the influence of their mother tongue or their inability in mastering the word order in questions. There are two types of questions in English: yes or no questions and double-edged questions. Questions in their simplest form can be either be opened or closed. This is a greater part of human communication consists of asking questions means it is in a habituated things. The human part is a greater part of human communication. Without question there is no answer. So like that, without question there is no answer. Like that it is habituated to the human beings to asking the questions. But here two types of the questions are there. One is yes or no question another one is double H question. Now first we discuss about yes or no questions. These questions answer is in a simple, either by yes or no. That's it. Read the following passage. Identify and underline the words that help you make yes or no questions. Read the following passage. First of all, you have to read. Birds are warm-blooded vertebrates. Birds are warm-blooded vertebrates. There were flying reptiles before feathered birds. The oldest feathered bird was the Archaeopteryx. Most birds can fly. India has nearly 1200 species of birds. The largest Indian bird is the great bustard. We should protect birds. We must take care of even the common crow. Our children will thank us for this. So, this is the paragraph. Once again I am repeating. Birds are warm-blooded vertebrates. There were flying reptiles. There were flying reptiles before the feather birds. The oldest feather bird was the Archaeopteryx. Most birds can fly. India has nearly 1200 species of birds. The largest Indian bird is the great bustard. We should protect birds. We must take care of even the common crow. Our children will thank us for this. So, this is the paragraph. First, you identify the simple sentences. Observe the sentences are converted into yes or no questions. First, you observe the simple sentences here underlined. The first one is most birds can fly. Most birds can fly. This is one of the sentences is there in the paragraph. Okay, that is most birds can fly. How you frame the question? Here B form is there, can is there. So can most bird fly? Most birds can fly. చాలా పక్షులు ఎగరగలవు. చాలా పక్షులు ఎగరగలవు. క్వశ్చన్ ఎలా మనం ఫ్రేమ్ చేయాలి? పక్షులు ఎగరగలవా, గలవా? సో యూ స్టార్ట్స్ విత్ కెన్. కెన్ మోస్ట్ బర్డ్స్ ఫ్లై? కెన్ మోస్ట్ బర్డ్స్ ఫ్లై? Birds are warm-blooded vertebrates. Birds are warm-blooded vertebrates. Are birds warm-blooded vertebrates? Are birds warm-blooded vertebrates? So these are the questions we framed in this paragraph. Okay. So 2 questions we framed. So this is for only example. This is for only example. Now just simple example. She is reading book. She is reading a book. Is she reading a book? The B form is there. Is the B form. She is reading a book. Is she reading a book? We should protect the birds. Should we protect the birds? We should protect the birds. Should we protect the birds? So this is the example for how we will frame sentences from the passage also. Means we have one structure for yes or no question also. We have a structure for framing yes or no questions. Come to here actually for positive sentence. Subject place, verb place, object. This is for simple present tense and simple past tense and simple future. Whereas come to present continuous, past continuous and future continuous, there is a B form is there. Is, am, are, was, were, will be, shall be, will be, like that. So here also The B forms will come first in making yes or no questions. In making yes or no questions, the B forms. For example, come to the present continuous. Just now I explained present continuous. She is reading a book. Here she is subject, reading is verb, book is object. Is B form, helping verb. Is helping verb. Helping verb. While framing the question mark or question tags, these helping verbs are B forms comes first in the sentence, and in the last in the sentence is question mark. The B forms or helping verbs comes in the first, starts with these B form or helping verb. The structure is am plus I plus late. The is plus he, she, it plus going, or we, you, they plus object, was, I, he, she, it plus object, or verb, were, we, you, they plus verb. First we starts with the helping verb only. First we starts with the helping. Am I late? Am I late? Is he going? Is he going? Is she going? Is it going? It means cat, whatever it may be. Am I late? Is he going? Is she going? Is it going? Are we writing? Are you writing? Are they writing? Were we working? Were you working? Were they working? So this is the structure. From this structure, what we learned that the helping verb or B form comes first in the sentence. Whenever the B form or helping verb comes first, automatically it become a question tag or question sentence. Is nothing but interrogative sentence. Is nothing but interrogative sentence. Am I late? Am I late? Is he going? Is she going? Is it going? Are we writing? Are you writing? Are they writing? Was I eating? Was he eating? Was she eating? Was it eating? Were we working? Were you working? Were they working? Sorry for the disturbance. Come to here. From the below slide, use either is or to form a question. So here helping verb is not there, that means B form is not there, just subject is there, object is there, verb is there. So now we have to opt either is or are to make a sentence, make a question interrogative sentence. Your sisters are oblique well. Your sisters oblique well. Your sisters there means plural. So plural. Are your sisters well? Are your sisters well? This is the question. Correct answer. If you opt is, there is no single. It not comes under he, she, it. Your sisters means they. So they, what is the structure? See above the structure. Are plus we, you, they. So are you sisters well? Near the hospital. Near the hospital. Hospital is comes under it. Hospital comes under it. So is the hospital near here? Is the hospitals near here? The college opened today. The college oblique open today. The college comes under it. The college comes under it. Is the college open today? Is the college open today? Interested in computer, you. Interested computer oblique you. You, what is the structure for you? R plus V, U, they. R plus V, U, they. Are you interested in computer? Are you interested in computer? See the above structure. Am plus I, is plus E sheet, R plus V, U, they, was plus I, cheese. First three sentence structures are belongs to present tense. Remaining two sentences of structures belongs to past tense. Was plus I, E, she, it, were, we, you, they, working. So come to here. What is the structure for you? Are you interested in computer? Very strict E. Very strict E. Is he very strict? Is he very strict? Is he very strict? Coming the bus. The bus also comes under it. The bus also comes under it. Is the bus coming? Is the bus coming? Your friends watching television. Your friends watching television. Your friends comes under or structure you. Your friends comes under you or they. They structure are. Are your friends watching television? Are your friends watching television? Your friends are watching television. This is a positive sentence. Your friends are watching television. Are your friends watching television? You listening to me. First make the positive sentence. First make the positive sentence. You listening to me. Here no helping verb is there. What is the helping verb? You. You means are. You are listening to me. You are listening to me. Now make the negative sentence or interrogative sentence. Interrogative. Question, not negative sentence. Question mark. Question mark. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? So these are the question tags. Once again I am repeating. Are your sisters well? Is the hospitals near here? Is the college open today? Are you interested in computer? Is he very strict? Is the bus coming? Are your friends watching television? Are you listening to me? These are the some examples for the question marks, question interrogative sentences. Come to here. I do not panic. I may lose my sense of direction. I may lose my sense of direction. I will pay close attention to my surroundings. I can easily know the way out. Someone is searching for me. Someone is searching for me. I will blow the whistle. So these are some sentences, positive sentences. Make it into interrogative sentences. I do not panic. Here helping verb is there. Do. The first one. Do I not panic? Do I not panic? I may lose my sense of direction. May I lose my sense of direction? May I lose my sense of direction? I will pay close attention to my surroundings. I will pay my close attention to. I will pay close attention to my surroundings. Will I pay close attention to my surroundings? Will I pay? Will starts with will. I can easily know the way out. Can I easily know the way out? Can I easily know the way out? Someone is searching for me. Is someone searching for me? Is someone searching for me? I will blow the whistle. Will I blow the whistle? So these are the sentences. Question marks, making the question marks. First of all, positive sentence. I do not panic. I may lose my sense of direction. I will pay close attention to my surroundings. I can easily know the way out. Someone is searching for me. I will blow the whistle. Question mark. Do I not panic? May I lose my sense of direction? Will I pay close attention to my surroundings? Can I easily know the way out? Is someone searching for me? Will I blow the whistle? These are the question marks for the question marks. Question mark. Some examples is there. She likes music. Does she likes music? He speaks Hindi. Does he speak Hindi? The way they pray every morning. They pray every morning. Do they pray every morning? Do they pray every morning? We will discuss more examples. She likes music. Does she like music? He speaks Hindi. Does he speak Hindi? They pray every morning. Do they pray every morning? You sing. Do you sing? You sing well. Do you sing well? Do you sing well? We go to the movies often. Do we go to the movies often? Do we go to the movies often? I admire Gandhi. Do I admire Gandhi? She visits her patients regularly. She visits her parents regularly. She visits her parents regularly. Does she visit her parents regularly? He loves to cook. Does he love to cook? Does he love to cook? Our cat likes music. Does our cat like music? So, what you observed from the above sentences? Once again, I am repeating these questions. She likes music. Does she likes music? He speaks Hindi. Does he speaks Hindi? They pray every morning. Do they pray every morning? You sing. Do you sing? You sing well. Do you sing well? We go to the movies often. Do we go to the movies often? I admire Gandhi. Do I admire Gandhi? She visits her parents regularly. Does she visit her parents regularly? He loves a cook. Does he love to cook? Our cat likes music. Does our cat like music? Our cat likes milk. Does our cat like milk? So what you observe? So simply what you observe means here she likes music. Subject is there, verb is there, object is there. But no B form is there. No B form is there. Is not there, am is not there, are is not there, was is not there, were is not there. These are the simple present tense sentences. She likes music. She likes music. Does she like music? So here helping verb is not there. Whenever helping verb is not there for simple present tense, we use do or does for making question mark. For making question mark. Do or does. Starts with do or does. Starts with do or does. Isn't it? Okay? Sorry. She likes music. Does she like music? Subject is there, verb is there, object is there. No helping verb is there. Is not there, are is not there, was is not there, were is not there. Am is also not there. So, while making this type of sentences, we use do or does for making sentences. Question mark for making interrogative sentences or question mark, question sentences. Here also we use do for I, we, you, they. Does for he, she, it. Does for he, she, it. We use do for I, you, we, they. Does for he, she, it. Here you see completely. She likes music. Does she? She comes. So she does. Does she like music? They pray every morning. They pray. They came. So do. Do they pray every morning? He enjoyed the party. Comes here also. He enjoyed the party. I liked the book. So now we discussed about the simple present tense. Come to simple past tense. Come to simple past tense. He enjoyed the party. Did he enjoy the party? I liked the book. Did I like the book? We will discuss more examples. Okay. She slept late. Did she sleep late? Did she sleep late? They ate the food. Did they eat the food? Sorry. Did the eat the food? Did they eat the food? We went to movie. We went to a movie. Did we go to a movie? Did we go to a movie? The accident took place in the morning. The accident took place in the morning. Did the accident take place in the morning? Did the accident take place in the morning? She visited her friend. She visited her friend. She visited her friend. Did she visit her friend? Did she visit her friend? You sent a message. Did you send a message? Did you send a message? What you observed from this one? What you observed from this one? He enjoyed the party. Did he enjoy the party? I liked the book. Did I like the book? So what you observe? So for simple present tense, we starts with do or does, whereas come to simple past tense, we starts with did. We starts with did. He enjoyed the party. Did he enjoy the party? I liked the book. Did I like the book? One more important point here, whatever it may be, you use always V1 form in question mark only, where whenever you starts with a do, does and did for question mark, you use verb V1 form only. You use verb V1 form only. She likes music. Does she like music? He speaks Hindi. Does he speak Hindi? Does he speak? Sorry, the typographical mistake is there. He speaks Hindi. Does he speak Hindi only? Not speaks. Okay, typographical mistake is there. He enjoyed the party. Did he enjoy the party? I liked the book. Did I like the book? So, like that, we have the so. He is a gentleman. Is he a gentleman? He will present the lesson. Will he present the lesson? Will he present the lesson? She writes well. She writes well. So come here. No helping verb is there. Come to above the examples. Is gentleman. Helping verb is there. Is. So starts with is. Is he gentleman? Is he gentleman? He will present the lesson. Will he present the lesson? Will he present the lesson? She writes well. She writes well. Does she write well? Does she write well? She is a great leader. She is a great leader. Is she a great leader? Is she a great leader? We finished the work. We finished the work. It's simple past tense. Did we finish the work? Did we finish the work? You have paid the fee. You have paid the fee. Simple past tense. Did you have paid the fee? This is present perfect. This is perfect. Present perfect. Have you paid the fee? Have you paid the fee? Helping verb is there. Have is there. Have you paid the fee? We can see the church. We can see the church. Helping verb is there. Can is there. It starts with can. Can we see the church? Can we see the church? You need money. You need money. Do you need money? Do you need money? They read a lot of. They read a lot. Do they read a lot? Do they read a lot? You are a good driver. Are you a good driver? So these are jumbled sentences. They included all sentences also, all tenses also. Simple present is there, present perfect is there, simple past is there. Once again I am repeating. He is a gentleman. Is he a gentleman? He will present the lesson. Will he present the lesson? She writes well. Does she write well? She is a great leader. Is she a great leader? We finished the work. Did we finish the work? You have paid the fee. Have you paid the fee? We can see the church. Can we see the church? You need money. Do you need money? They read a lot. Do they read a lot? You are a good driver. Are you a good driver? Like that. We have to number of questions is there in this asking yes or no questions. Some more examples also there for yes or no questions. I will give some more questions also. Some more examples also. Is your job interesting? Is your job interesting? Are the shops open today? Are you interested in sport? Is the post office near here? Is the post office near here? Are your children at school? Are you married or single? Are you American? How old are you? Are you teacher? Are you a teacher? Is your wife is a lawyer? Like that, so many examples are there. Like that, so many examples are there. Come to some examples. Are you going now? Is it raining? Are you enjoying the film? Is the clock working? Are you writing a letter? Are you listening to me? Is the bus coming? Does not use? Don't go? Does not wear? Don't know? Does not cost? Does not see? Don't know? Don't think? Do you play game? Does Arun play tennis? Does Arun play tennis? Do your friends live near here? Does your brother speak English? Do you do exercise every morning? Does Paul often to away? Do you want to be famous? Does Venkat work hard? Do you enjoy? Do you like something? You starts for a simple present tense with the do or does, and for simple past tense or did. I will also give some example for simple past tense. This starts with the did. Did you enjoy the party? Did you have a good holiday? Did you finish work early? Did you sleep last night? Did you arrive? Did you win? Did you go? Did you cast? Like that, we have so many examples. Simply asking yes or no questions. Simple answer is yes or no. First tip for making yes or no questions: if helping verb is there, it starts with helping verb. End of the no need to change any word in the sentence. Just you put the helping verb first, and last you put the question mark. Automatically it will become a question mark. Whereas no helping verb is there. Especially helping verb is not there. Simple present tense and simple past tense, you will face some problem. Sometimes helping verbs will be not there. So you starts with do, does, and did. Do, does for simple past present tense, did for simple past tense. And you use verb of one form only in the sentence. Now come to one more type, asking double H questions. In the previous lesson, you have learned how to ask yes or no questions. We ask yes or no questions for confirmation, while double H questions are used for asking specific information. Asking yes or no questions for confirmation, asking double H questions are used for asking specific information. The questions that begins with double H words like who, where, when, why, what, how are called double H questions. The questions that begin with double H words like who, where, when, why, what and how, when, what, why are called double H questions. So, who your friend is. This is not correct meaningful sentence. First, you make it is in a meaningful sentence. Make it meaningful sentence. Who your friend is. Who is your friend? Who is your friend? It is meaningful sentence. What she writing us? What she writing is. What she is writing. Where going is he? Where going is he? Where he is going? Where he is going? When you come will. When you will come. When you will come. How planning you are. How are you planning? How you are planning. How you are planning. First of all, I am making positive sentence. Then we will make the question mark. When was built your house? When your house was built. Why he is running away? Why he is running away? How biryani is prepared? Why angry you are? Why you are angry? So make these sentences into question marks. Who is your friend? Who is your friend? Why are you talking? Why are you talking? What is she writing? What is she writing? Where is he going? Where is he going? When will you come? When will you come? How are you planning? How are you planning? When was built your house? When was built your house? Why is he running away? Why is he running away? How is biryani prepared? Why are you angry? Why are you angry? So double H words are used to frame question in the following manner. Who, person, subject. Whom, person, object. Where, place. When, time. Why, reason. What, action. Of thinking, thing. Which, possibilities. How, method, procedure, process. So look at the following statements and frame double H questions. Dhoni is cricketer. India won the World Cup in 1983. Ravi is going to market. Tagore got the Nobel Prize in 1913. So now make it in double H question. Dhoni is a cricketer. Who is Dhoni? Who is Dhoni? Yes. India won the World Cup in 1913. When did India win the World Cup in? When did India win the World Cup? Ravi is going to market. Where is Ravi going? Where is Ravi going? Tagore got the Nobel Prize. Who got the Nobel Prize in 1913? When did Tagore get the Nobel Prize? Okay. He came late because there was traffic jam. She sang well. He went to an old friend at the market. You have to make these sentences, let's say, on the same way. Frame the questions by using the following words with double H. Road, food, people. People, weather, distance, time, transport. Road. How are the roads in how are the roads in the USA? What type of food is taken in the USA? How are the people in the USA? How is the weather in the USA? What is the distance between India and USA? What is the time now in USA? Which is the main transport of the people in the USA? So we make it. My friend, frame the 5 questions from the sentences given below and begin with the double H words. My friend went to the market this morning to buy vegetables and met with an accident. My friend went to the market this morning to buy vegetables and met with an accident. From this sentence, you have to frame 5 questions. Okay, first question is who went to the market? When did he met with an accident? Why did he go to the market? What happened to him? Where did he meet the accident? Where did he meet the accident? Read the following passage and frame as many double H questions as possible. I will read one paragraph, then afterward we will make some double H questions. Jagadish Chandra Bose was a famous scientist. He was born on November 30, 1858. He conducted several experiments on plants. He established the plants have life. He invented an instrument called as a crescograph, which is used to record the stimuli of the plants. He worked in Germany for many years. He gave a series of lectures in India and abroad to raise funds for the research institute. He named it after his friend Nandalal Bose. He named it after his friend Nandalal Bose. We prepared some questions. Who was Jagadish Chandra Bose? When was he born? Who conducted several experiments on plants? Who invented crescograph? What is used to record stimuli of the plants? Who established the parts of have a life? Who worked for many years in Germany? Where did he give a series of lectures? Who gave lectures to raise funds for the research institute? Who is named after Nandalal Bose? Who is named after Nandalal Bose? This is a double H questions. Okay. Thank you one and all. So finally, what you have to know, the summary of this lesson, asking questions, yes or no questions, starts with the helping verb. If a helping verb is there, if helping verb is not there, you starts with the do, does for simple present tense, did for simple past tense. For double H questions are, the word starts with the double H, who, where, why, what, which, when, how. These question sentences are starts with this who, where, when, which. This type of sentences are called as a double H questions. Okay, we use for yes or no questions for confirmation and double H questions for questions for a specific information. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.